Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It is exactly 8:38 a.m. We're crossing over to Jerusalem. And of course, we just viewed a clip which was absolutely horrific. Really spine-chilling stuff that's playing out in Jenin as we speak. We're going to be talking with a dear friend of Salam Media. She is Abeer Zayyad, archaeologist and historical expert based in Jerusalem. And the all-important question, what is behind Israel's major attack on Jenin? Assalamu alaikum to you, dear sister. Abeer Zayyad, welcome to the program.
Wa alaikum assalam. In fact, Jenin is one of the areas that since 1948 till today, they have just a great resistance against the occupation. Israel does not want any one of us to resist against the occupation. Israel decide to move out Jenin camp because they consider that there is a lot of good percentage from the resistance coming from Jenin, especially from Jenin camp. Since yesterday, they are attacking Jenin camp. We remember what happened in 2000 for Jenin camp also, and how they killed the people, how they destroyed the houses. But this time is maybe worse than what happened in 2000. They kick the people out from the camp. They some people was get out from the camp. The majority of the people is still inside the camp. It's not the first time that they are losing their homes, losing their places. You do not forget that these are refugees, that they had been taking their houses from them in 1948. Their family was killed in front of them in 1948, and now they are suffering the same thing again. They are losing their family. They are running without anything from their homes. The street is destroyed. Now while we are speaking, they are pumping Jenin, and they demolishing houses. The number of the killing is more than 11% that had been killed since yesterday to now. Hundreds of people was injured. A lot of them are still in danger situation. No one can arrive to Jenin. The medical help, the people try to go to Jenin hospitals to try to help on all this catastrophe that it is happening. Other areas which is close to Jenin, they open their houses, their clubs, anything that they have to the people who run away to save the life of their children. And even when they was trying to run away, trying to save their children, and they was raising their hands, some of them was putting a white flag, even that they attacked them while they was running. It is still a terrible situation in Jenin. It just reminds us that Smartish, one of the minister of Israel, he say that Palestinians have three options: to be a slave, or to transfer, or to be killed. And he say that the world will be angry for a week, and that's all. So why not to kill them? And this is what Israel are doing now. They are killing us, and they know that maximum it will be a few days from refusing. As we see, all the government, they are just saying some words here and there, and that's it. No one is taking any action to stop the killing. No one is doing it. They leaving Israel doing whatever they want, and at the end, the maximum that they will ask, okay, stop now, after they killed, after they destroy the houses, after they are doing everything. And they are if any one of us, if any city there was a resistance in it, they will attack it. And also it was not enough for them what they was doing in Jenin. Yesterday they was attacking in Hebron, in Jerusalem, in Ramallah. And it, while we are speaking, for example, the police is everywhere in Jerusalem. They is still sending more Israel army to Jenin to destroy it. Also, there was attacking at Nablus, Shafat camp in Jerusalem, and even the settlers, they was attacking the cars, Palestinian cars in Jerusalem yesterday. Even this morning, while was coming to Al-Aqsa Mosque, I seen a lot of them around the gates of the old city, trying to attack the cars also. So it's a very, very tough and difficult time on Palestinians, especially in Jenin. We feel hopeless. We does not know what we can do exactly. We are civilian. We are alone. Uh, there is nowhere to explain what is going on. There is no words to explain what we feel, what we go through it now.
Obviously, you feel like you are a forgotten people. And as you say, the international community will say a few words, tell Israel to stop, and then that's the end of that story. Nobody will be held to account. However, I do know that Turkey's foreign ministry has strongly condemned the Israeli raid in Jenin, and I can see just how it's affecting you. Um, you don't even have tears left, Abeer, because you're crying every day. Every day without fail, you and the rest of Palestinian people are crying. You don't have tears left. And we wish there was something we could do as well, but just to keep your story alive. The other issue we're also hearing about is that the Palestinian Red Cross, Red Crescent Society urgently are almost begging the Israeli authorities to allow safe passage to evacuate the wounded and the injured. Even that is being denied to the people of Jenin.
Yes, they do not allow anything. No kind of help, nothing. They destroy also the street. Even the ambulance can't arrive to the injured people. And yesterday, you seen the video of the three civilian who was killed on top of each other when they tried to help, and they was just killed between the cars, and they stay bleeding. The three youth till the death. This is what is happening. The situation is very hard, and it's very tough for each one of us as a Palestinian, because it just make us remember exactly what happened with us in 1948, and we feel that this is just a continuous Nakba. It does not finish. The Nakba is continuous thing. And when we was in South Africa, I was speaking about the Nakba, the memory of the Nakba, and I said that that the Nakba is a continuous, and this is just another proof about the continuous Nakba that we are living. And you can see the same footage, the same thing that was happening in 1948, again is happening now in Jenin camp.
The Israeli army has said that they're defending themselves. That's quite laughable, but anyway, they're saying that they're defending themselves against, as they put it, the Jenin terrorists. They also go on to say that they have found 2 underground pits containing ammunition inside a mosque in the Jenin refugee camp.
First of all,
Um,
we can't believe what they are saying. First, second, that even if we have a resistance, this is an occupation. If they are not happy with this resistance, they can leave our country. We are not a terrorist. The terrorists who are the one who are making the occupation, who are killing the civilian, is not the one who try to protect their country. Why is the world does not consider Ukrainian a terrorist when they are fighting against the Russian? Why it's okay to kill
absolutely.
the Russian, but it's not okay to make any action against the Israel occupation that they killed us all this year? If you count the number of the Palestinian who was killed and compare it with the number that the Israeli had been killed, there is no comparing between the two numbers. We are the one who
Absolutely.
are killed all the time. We are the one who are losing our homes, our land. If they are not happy, just to stop the occupation. It's very easy. The problem is the occupation, is not the resistance.
Absolutely. And yet the international community is quiet on this. And you wonder why. Is it because it's an issue around white oppressors against brown people? That must be it. The whole issue around apartheid. That being said, I understand that the mayor of Jenin, Nidal Obeidi, says that the Israeli attack on Jenin is a massacre. And
Yes.
it's a direct attempt to wipe out all aspects of life inside the city and in the camp. And that is how the occupiers are targeting innocent people in Jenin, in the Jenin camp. And as you've also indicated, all around in Jerusalem and in other areas of Palestine.
There is no justice in all the thing that is happening, and the international world, they have a double standard in everything, and they do not take any action about all the war crime that Israel are doing against Palestinians the whole years. There is no justification for all the things that Israel are doing against the Palestinian. They are an occupation. They killed us in 1948, and they are not shame about that, and they are not even feeling sorry, even that they still saying, and that they say by their minister very clearly, that they want to kill us. They want, the option is to be a slave or to be killed. This is the option that they are giving for Palestinians. So about which terrorists they are speaking, about which justice they are speaking, I can't understand the word double standard, how they are accepting something like that, and how they are accepting from us, waiting for us to be a slave, or to accept to be a slave. Does not make a sense at all. This is our country. We are under occupation. We have the right to choose which way we want for resistance, and we are none of our way of resistance considered as a terrorist action, because we are under occupation, and this is something supposed to be a right for any person who are under the occupation. If it's not like that, so please stop as a national word, or why you are supporting Ukraine or helping them, if you consider that the one who are under occupation is supposed not to do anything.
Abeer, let's take a short ad break. We'll come back to you in a minute or two and continue this discussion. Very sad and horrific discussion, but it needs to be had. So please stand by.
This is Salam Media. The Turkey-Syria earthquake is among the deadliest earthquakes of the last century. Thousands have lost their lives, and large areas and cities and towns in southern Turkey and northern Syria have turned to rubble, leaving huge numbers of residents with very little or nothing at all. Al-Imdad Foundation's emergency relief team is on the ground providing life-saving aid. The people of Turkey and Syria desperately need your support. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042 203 1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Contrary to what the media and society has taught us, Happiness comes from our human tendency to become better at something and helping others become better at something as well. Muhammad Ali once said, "Truly, great people in history never wanted to be great for themselves. All they wanted was the chance to do good for others and be close to God." Stand by us, stand as a helper to his Deen of Islam. Support the Al Fida Foundation and help us spread good and do good things. Visit our website at www.alfida.co.za or give us a call at 041 484 1288.
For a long time, we've lived in a centralized world where institutions held the all-important data and confirmed all transactions. Those times are over. Welcome to Libertas Group, a blockchain development company boasting an ecosystem that continually redefines the way we do business. Our blockchain is decentralized, making it immune to hacking or alteration, putting the power back in your hands with no middleman so you can focus on the growth of your business. Libertas, the simplest investment choice you'll make.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
8:54 a.m. Central African Time as we wrap up this interview with Abeer Zayyad. She's an archaeologist and historical expert based in Jerusalem. She was a recent visitor here to South Africa. She toured the country and truly made people realize just how horrific the situation is in Palestine. Our hearts go out to the people of Palestine, and we will continue keeping that story alive. Abeer, as I wrap up, let me just read this statement to you, and I'd like your response. The mayor of Jenin has said that what is happening now is the complete destruction of the camp's infrastructure. What's being targeted includes the water networks, main lines, the sewage system, as well as water tanks on the roofs. As a municipality, we are trying to fulfill our duties towards the camp's residents, but the presence of Israeli snipers has prevented the municipality crews from carrying out their work. There is currently no water in the camp. We've stopped the well that feeds the camp because if the water continues to flow, it will be wasted on the ground due to the destruction of the pipes. So the Israelis are doing absolutely everything to destroy infrastructure and to destroy the people of Jenin, and I guess the entire Palestine. They have this white supremacist attitude towards the people of Palestine.
They are very sure from that the national world will not say anything, that there is no action will be taken against them. The world is taking action and putting a lot of punishment for a lot of country for silly reasons, and for some time that the people was not doing anything. But it's enough reason to make punishment for this country. But when it's come to Israel, you feel like they are controlling the whole world. None of the countries taking any real action against Israel, or stopping or boycotting or punishment for Israel for all the war crime that they are doing. So they are not afraid from doing anything. So what they are doing now in Jenin is exactly what they had done for us for years. And each time they was entering a city or a village, they was destroying the whole city and destroying the houses, pumping the houses. If people was refused to leave their homes, they was killed them inside their own homes. And this is what is happening in Jenin now. Now we know the number of people had been killed, and we are expecting that the number it will be much higher than that when they leave the area. We will find the massive destruction and the massive massacres that they had done it against the people in Jenin. The situation is more than we can explain. And if you remember in 2000 how they enter and destroy all the houses to make a road inside Jenin camp, and this is what they are doing today is much worse than what they had done at 2000. So it's just very, very similar to what they had done against us in 1948. Until today, we're still discovering tombs for massacres that Israel had done against the Palestinians in 1948. And there is no punishment at all for Israel about that. Israel is like a supreme that they are controlling the whole world. we can't understand how any human being accept what is going on in Palestine, and that the support what Israel are doing against Palestinian. Even if that Jewish had suffering from Germany, this is not an excuse to what they are doing against us now. And this is not an excuse for the whole world to silence about what is going on in Palestine.
If anything, the Jewish people, the settlers, the occupiers should be more humane because of their history, the genocide or the Holocaust that their ancestors, their forefathers suffered under the Germans. So if anything, they should be more humane towards the Palestinian people. But it seems that that situation has turned them into monsters. And as you also rightly say, that the whole world have a lot of comments to make and noises to make and voicing their opinions on the Ukrainian situation, but they won't say anything in defense of the Palestinian people. Abeer Zayyad, that's where we'll have to leave it for today, with lots and lots of dua and support from the people of South Africa, from the Muslims and the rest of South Africans. We will continue keeping, as I keep saying, we will continue keeping your stories alive right here on Salam Media. Go well. You are in our duas, and Salamu Alaikum to you.
Salam.
8:59 exactly. We're going to play out with another clip on the horror that is being perpetrated on the Palestinian people right now in Jenin. That was the horror. That visual just indicates the horror, the destruction, and the total despair of what was once a vibrant street in Jenin. And this is what the occupiers have done to the people of Jenin, to the people of Palestine, and their atrocities will continue. It seems the whole Western world is absolutely deaf, dumb, and blind on the situation of the Palestinian people. The time is exactly 9 o'clock. We'll be joining our news correspondent, Zayyad, for the news bulletin of the morning.